and welcome to Fantasy Laboratory. Today I want to show everyone my AI generated motorcycle design or motorized bicycle. Here you can see on the left side is my motorized bicycle that I bought from the internet, and I did take a few pictures of it one day with my phone, and I realized that's a really good picture for making a AI generated photo. So when I ran it through the AI generated system, it came up with this right here. It's kind of interesting because it looks like it shows it backwards. Right here, this is the front right here, but this is the back right here. But the wheels look the same. Isn't that kind of interesting? Anyways, this one was one of my favorites because of the handle right here, and it's really interesting because the exhaust where the smoke comes out, you can't see anywhere on the engine here where it comes out in the back. So in my idea, the exhaust is connected to the handle right here, and it goes all the way around and shoots out here. I think that's what the computer was trying to make. It was trying to make an exhaust that comes out of the handlebar itself. It would be a pretty hot handlebar to handle it. But yeah, I thought this one was one of the coolest ones that I generated. Another really interesting one is this one right here. This one is in a field, but it's not generated based on this image. This one was generated based on this image over here, where the bicycle looks like it's being viewed from the back, and this is the back right here, and that's the front right there. This one's pretty interesting too. There's a moon in the back there that's glowing. This is just kind of weird, but it's okay, I guess. And here's a crow, a huge crow sitting on it. Actually, I did put the word crow and other things like sun and moon and cobalt and brass and gold into the AI generator. So that's probably why some of these things are mixed in there, but that's also another very interesting one. This is another one that kind of looks the same, but it's more animated looking. It's based on this image right here. As you can see, the front is it's being viewed from the front, and that's the back right there. Here the crow actually has a human body, and it actually looks like it's properly riding the bike. And it's got its tools on the back of its body, with a nice bike, blue cobalt bike, with a nice blue light at the front, and a very interesting planet here with mountains and the moon that's very close and illuminated. Another very interesting version based on this picture right here is this one. I used the colorful smoke option, and I made the wheels all colorful and smoky, I actually thought that was really interesting too. I really like this bike as well. Moving on to another version based on that seat image is this one right here. As you can see, I use the image of Crows and Warrior and so maybe some stuff. But this one is also pretty interesting too. Some weird stuff all over the ground, mixed everywhere. It's almost like it reminds me of Planet of the Apes, where there's a planet where it's all just monkeys, but in this planet, it's everybody is a crow. The crows own this planet. That's what I like to think. This one looks kind of weird because it's like kind of like it looks like he's standing next to it, but also sitting on it. It's kind of weird, but I think he just looks like he's standing next to it, leaning on his bike. Also, another version of that is this one right here. This one looks a lot more crisp and clean. And the motorcycle is gold. It's a V engine, but on my bike it's only a single cylinder one engine that just goes up and down like this, but on these bikes it shows a V cylinder that goes like this. But yeah, these bikes, they're really nice bikes. And as you can see, the crows with the illuminating moon in the background. I really do enjoy this image a lot, actually. It looks like a very fine portrait. The crow's head here is a little bit big for its body, but that's okay. The mountains in the back and other crows on the same planet. With a gold skeleton in the bottom. Skull or skeleton, I'm not sure what that is, but also another version of this image right here is this one, where we're taking the angle from the front of the bike. Here it put a strange instrument, like a gun or instrument on the top of the bike, and it shows some interesting gadgets in here where it's working, and big V cylinder, the clutch here and everything. It shows everything really of the motorcycle and the engine. I'm very surprised. It's very accurate at making the engine. And here's another crow who's huge. He's big as the bike. It would be so scary to know if there's a huge crow big as the bike. But this bike, it looks very nice as well. Let's see, which one did I not show you? Oh, and some of them came out really weird looking, like this one. It looks like a weird human with a crow's head on it. This one's actually pretty nice too. I kind of like it. And he has like 10, 20 different weapons around on his back, carrying it around. This one's really interesting too. Also, there's another one that's a replication of this one, which is this one right here. You got the crow with golden armor and on a bicycle, on a motorcycle. Looks very interesting. And here you can see there's the wood up here generated a small house in the corner. Not exact. Oh, and this light right here, it seems like this light over here created like a fiery smoke that comes from the exhaust of the bike. It's pretty interesting. I like the I like the crow and the body here. Like the body itself looks like you can see the whole body is like a human, but also remains like a crow with like 3 claws, and it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting image indeed. Also, another one that almost looks like the bicycle, but it's not the bicycle, came from this image right here, from a side angle. And it looks like this. It's a woman with a crow standing in front of 2 huge big wheels, or cogs, or lots of machinery and stuff. With it, she's holding a huge big cannon with very nice clothing on and everything, some makeup and everything. Yeah, it almost looks like this, but it's not. It's not a bicycle, it's just a woman. The woman is where this tree is standing. I think that tree made the woman. The AI thought this woman was a tree, or this tree was a woman. Sorry. Anyways, on to another one. This one was a very interesting one. I did tweak it so that all the it would show up with a little bit of different colors and some different markings. I did change the theme of it to a different illustrational drawing, so that it illustrates a little bit differently. But here you can see at the back of the motorcycle, it's just a big, there's almost like a small wheel here, way back here, like it's a very long bike. But it's pretty interesting how it almost seems like there is no back end of the back wheel or back end of the bike. It's just a big long shaft here, with the front of the motorcycle dragging it along in a very interesting moon-like landscape, with like a evil tower over here and some crows flying down, perching on the handles. This one was also very interesting to create, but hopefully in the future I'll be making more of these bicycle generated images. I do have other photos, like the close-up of my engine, a side angle of my engine, a little bit of a close-up of the handle looking down, but I didn't really have the time yet to make more generated images. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you stopping by. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Subscribe if you want to watch some more of these videos and you're interested in finding out some more ideas that I can generate. And thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.